Every great achievement begins with self-belief. Before anyone becomes successful, they first believe that success is possible. Many people give up on their dreams not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity, but because they doubt themselves. They allow fear, uncertainty, and negative thoughts to convince them that they are not capable of achieving their goals. However, history has shown time and time again that the people who accomplish extraordinary things are often the ones who simply refuse to stop believing in themselves. Self-belief is one of the most powerful forces in life. It is the voice inside you that says, "Keep going," even when the road ahead seems difficult. It is the confidence that allows you to take the first step toward a goal, even when you cannot see the entire path. Without self-belief, people often become trapped by their fears and limitations. They spend their lives wondering what might have happened if they had only trusted themselves enough to try. Think about the greatest athletes, entrepreneurs, scientists, artists, and leaders in the world. None of them started their journey knowing exactly how they would succeed. They faced uncertainty just like everyone else. They experienced failures, setbacks, and moments of doubt. Yet they continued moving forward because they believed in their ability to learn, improve, and overcome obstacles. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting until they feel completely confident before taking action. The truth is that confidence rarely comes before action. Confidence grows through action. Every time you try something new, every time you face a challenge, and every time you push beyond your comfort zone, you become stronger and more confident. Self-belief is not something you are born with. It is something you build through experience and persistence. There will be times when life becomes difficult. You may face failure, criticism, rejection, or disappointment. You may work hard and still not get the results you expected. You may encounter people who tell you that your dreams are unrealistic or impossible. During these moments, believing in yourself becomes more important than ever. When others doubt you, your self-belief becomes your shield. When obstacles appear in your path, self-belief becomes your strength. When you feel like giving up, self-belief reminds you why you started in the first place. It gives you the courage to continue moving forward when others stop. Failure is something that everyone experiences. No one succeeds at everything on the first attempt. Unfortunately, many people see failure as proof that they are not good enough. They make one mistake and immediately begin questioning their abilities. Successful people view failure differently. They understand that failure is not a sign of weakness. It is a valuable teacher. Every mistake contains a lesson. Every setback provides experience. Every challenge offers an opportunity for growth. Instead of allowing failure to destroy your confidence, use it to strengthen your determination. Learn from what went wrong, make adjustments, and keep moving forward. Remember that failure is temporary, but quitting can make failure permanent. Another important aspect of self-belief is understanding that you do not have to be perfect. Many people hesitate to pursue their goals because they think they need to have all the answers before they begin. They believe they must be smarter, more talented, more experienced, or more prepared. In reality, nobody starts out perfect. Every expert was once a beginner. Every successful person was once inexperienced. Every achievement started with someone taking a chance on themselves despite their imperfections. Growth happens through learning, and learning happens through effort and practice. You do not need to know everything today. You only need the willingness to keep improving. Your thoughts have a powerful influence on your actions. If you constantly tell yourself that you cannot succeed, your mind will look for reasons to give up. If you tell yourself that you are capable of learning and improving, your mind will look for solutions and opportunities. The way you speak to yourself matters. Replace self-doubt with self-encouragement. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," try saying, "I can learn how to do this." Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," remind yourself, "I am improving every day." The journey to success is rarely easy. There will be moments when progress feels slow and challenges seem overwhelming. During those times, remember how far you have already come. Remember the obstacles you have already overcome. Remember the strengths you have developed through previous struggles. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you realize, and more resilient than you know. Self-belief does not guarantee that everything will go perfectly. It does not mean you will never fail or face difficulties. What it does mean is that you trust yourself enough to keep trying, keep learning, and keep growing regardless of the challenges you encounter. It means refusing to let temporary setbacks define your future. At the end of the day, the greatest limits are often the ones we place on ourselves. When you believe in your potential, you open doors that once seemed closed. You discover strengths you never knew you had. You become willing to take risks, embrace challenges, and pursue opportunities that can transform your life. So believe in yourself. Believe in your ability to learn. Believe in your ability to overcome obstacles. Believe in your ability to achieve your goals. You do not need to be perfect. You only need the courage to start and the determination to continue. When you trust yourself, you unlock your true potential, and that is where every great achievement begins. Success rarely happens overnight. Every successful person has faced obstacles and setbacks along the way. The difference is that they refuse to quit. While many people admire the achievements of successful individuals, they often fail to see the years of hard work, sacrifice, discipline, and perseverance that happen behind the scenes. Success is not usually the result of a single moment. It is the result of countless small efforts repeated day after day, even when progress seems invisible. Many people start their journey with excitement and motivation. They set goals, make plans, and imagine the rewards that await them. However, when challenges appear, their enthusiasm begins to fade. The road becomes harder than expected, results come slower than hoped, and doubts begin to grow. At this point, some people decide to quit. They convince themselves that success is not meant for them. Yet those who eventually succeed understand something important. Challenges are not signs that you should stop. They are signs that you are growing. Every worthwhile goal comes with obstacles. Whether you want to excel in your education, build a business, master a skill, improve your health, or achieve a personal dream, difficulties will appear. These difficulties are not there to destroy your progress. They are there to test your commitment. Anyone can stay motivated when everything is easy. True determination is revealed when things become difficult. Failure is often misunderstood. Many people see it as a final destination rather than a temporary event. They experience one setback and immediately assume they are not capable. In reality, failure is one of life's greatest teachers. Every mistake contains a lesson that can help you improve. Every setback reveals weaknesses that can be strengthened. Every disappointment provides experience that can guide future decisions. Think about a child learning to ride a bicycle. Falling is part of the process. If the child decides that every fall means failure, they will never learn to ride. However, if they understand that each fall teaches balance, coordination, and persistence, they will eventually succeed. The same principle applies to every goal in life. Success often comes to those who are willing to fail, learn, adjust, and try again. History is filled with examples of people who faced repeated failures before achieving greatness. Inventors spent years perfecting their creations. Athletes lost competitions before becoming champions. Writers received countless rejections before publishing best-selling books. Entrepreneurs experienced business failures before building successful companies. Their stories remind us that failure is not the opposite of success. It is often part of the path to success. One reason people quit too soon is because they compare their beginning to someone else's success. They see the achievements of others and forget the struggles that came before them. Every successful person once stood exactly where you are now. They had doubts, fears, and uncertainties. They simply chose to continue despite them. Persistence is one of the most powerful qualities a person can develop. Talent can create opportunities, but persistence turns opportunities into achievements. Intelligence is valuable, but persistence ensures that knowledge is applied consistently. Motivation may come and go, but persistence keeps you moving forward even when motivation disappears. There will be days when you feel discouraged. There will be moments when you question your abilities and wonder if your efforts are worth it. During those times, remember why you started. Remember the dream that inspired you. Remember the person you hope to become. Do not allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. Progress is not always obvious. Sometimes growth happens quietly. You may be improving in ways that are difficult to see. A student may not notice how much knowledge they have gained until they take an exam. An athlete may not notice their improvement until they compete. A business owner may not realize how much they have learned until they face a challenge that once seemed impossible. Trust the process, even when results are not immediately visible. Patience is closely connected to persistence. Many people abandon their goals because they expect quick results. They want success immediately. However, meaningful achievements often require time. Just as a tree takes years to grow strong roots before reaching great heights, personal success requires patience and steady effort. The strongest foundations are built gradually. Every small step matters. A single workout may not transform your health, but hundreds of workouts can. Reading one page may not make you an expert, but reading consistently over time can. Saving a small amount of money may seem insignificant today, but over months and years, it can create significant results. Small actions repeated consistently have extraordinary power. When things become difficult, focus on the next step rather than the entire journey. Sometimes people become overwhelmed because they concentrate on how far they still have to go. Instead, focus on what you can do today. One step forward is still progress. One lesson learned is still growth. One effort made is still movement toward your goal. The ability to keep going when others stop is often what separates success from failure. Many people have dreams, but only a few are willing to persist long enough to achieve them. The journey may be challenging, but every challenge overcome makes you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future opportunities. Remember that your current situation does not define your future. Temporary setbacks do not determine your destiny. A difficult chapter does not mean the story is over. As long as you continue moving forward, there is always the possibility of improvement and success. Life rewards those who refuse to quit. It rewards those who continue learning after mistakes, continue working after disappointments, and continue believing after setbacks. Every obstacle overcome becomes proof of your strength. Every challenge conquered increases your confidence. Every step forward brings you closer to the person you want to become. So when the path becomes difficult, keep going. When progress seems slow, keep going. When others doubt you, keep going. When you encounter failure, learn from it and keep going. Persistence has the power to turn ordinary efforts into extraordinary achievements. Success is not reserved for those who never fail. It belongs to those who refuse to quit. Progress may be slow, but every step forward brings you closer to your goal, and persistence truly turns dreams into reality. Belief alone is not enough. You must take action. Many people have great dreams, inspiring goals, and ambitious plans, but only those who act on them achieve success. Every day, countless people imagine a better future for themselves. They dream of becoming successful, healthy, educated, skilled, or financially independent. However, dreams remain dreams until they are supported by action. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who only wish for them is often the willingness to take the first step. It is easy to believe in an idea. It is easy to imagine success. It is easy to talk about what you want to accomplish someday. What is difficult is taking action when you feel uncertain, afraid, or unprepared. Yet action is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be. Without action, even the greatest dreams have no chance of becoming reality. Many people wait for the perfect time to begin. They tell themselves they will start tomorrow, next week, next month, or next year. They believe they need more confidence, more knowledge, more resources, or better circumstances before taking action. Unfortunately, this mindset often leads to endless delays. The perfect moment rarely arrives. If you keep waiting for everything to be ideal, you may spend your entire life waiting. Successful people understand that progress begins before conditions are perfect. They start with what they have and where they are. They take action despite uncertainty. They understand that clarity comes through action, not before it. Every step forward reveals the next step. Every effort provides new knowledge and experience. One of the most important lessons in life is that small actions matter. Many people underestimate the power of small, consistent efforts because they focus only on large results. They want immediate transformation and become discouraged when it does not happen. However, most achievements are built one step at a time. Imagine a person who wants to become physically fit. One workout may not produce visible results. However, exercising consistently over months and years can completely transform a person's health. The same principle applies to learning a new skill, building a business, improving grades, or achieving any meaningful goal. Small actions performed consistently create remarkable outcomes. Start with small steps. Focus on what you can do today instead of worrying about everything that lies ahead. Large goals can sometimes feel overwhelming because they require significant effort and time. When people focus too much on the distance they must travel, they often become discouraged before they begin. Breaking goals into smaller tasks makes progress manageable. If your goal is to learn a new subject, start by studying for a short period each day. If your goal is to write a book, begin with a single page. If your goal is to save money, start by saving a small amount regularly. Small actions may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time they create momentum. Momentum builds confidence, and confidence encourages even greater action. Consistency is often more important than intensity. Many people work extremely hard for a short period and then quit. Others make steady progress every day without giving up. Over time, the consistent person usually achieves more. Success is not always about doing extraordinary things. Often, it is about doing ordinary things consistently. There will be days when you do not feel motivated. There will be moments when your progress seems slow and your results appear disappointing. During those times, discipline becomes more important than motivation. Motivation is temporary and can change from day to day. Discipline is the decision to continue regardless of how you feel. Remember that every action you take is shaping your future. The choices you make today determine the opportunities available to you tomorrow. Your future is not created by luck alone. It is created by the habits, decisions, and efforts you make every day. Every productive action is an investment in the person you want to become. Fear often prevents people from taking action. They fear failure, rejection, criticism, or disappointment. They worry about making mistakes and appearing unsuccessful. However, avoiding action does not eliminate fear. In many cases, it strengthens it. The only way to overcome fear is to move through it. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is taking action despite fear. Mistakes are a natural part of progress. No one performs perfectly from the beginning. Every expert was once inexperienced. Every successful person made mistakes while learning. Instead of fearing mistakes, view them as opportunities to improve. Each mistake teaches valuable lessons that can guide future success. Action also creates confidence. Many people believe they need confidence before they act, but the opposite is often true. Confidence grows through experience. Every challenge you face and every obstacle you overcome increases your belief in your abilities. Taking action proves to yourself that you are capable of more than you previously imagined. Another important truth is that success requires patience. Results may not appear immediately. You may work hard for weeks or months before seeing significant progress. During these periods, it is important to trust the process. Many people quit just before their efforts begin producing results. Stay committed even when progress seems invisible. Think of a seed planted in the ground. For a long time, nothing appears to happen on the surface. Yet beneath the soil, roots are growing and preparing for future growth. Eventually, the plant emerges and continues to develop. Personal growth often works the same way. Much of your progress happens before visible results appear. Do not compare your journey to someone else's. Everyone starts from a different place and faces different challenges. Comparing yourself to others can create unnecessary frustration. Instead, focus on becoming better than you were yesterday. Measure your progress against your own past, not someone else's achievements. The most successful people in the world are not always the smartest, most talented, or most fortunate. Many are simply the people who kept taking action when others stopped. They remained committed to their goals, continued learning from mistakes, and refused to quit when challenges appeared. Do not wait for confidence before starting. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for someone else to give you permission. The opportunity to begin exists right now. Every day is a chance to take another step toward your goals. Every action, no matter how small, moves you forward. Believe in yourself, work hard, and take action every day. Focus on progress rather than perfection. Learn from mistakes, stay consistent, and trust the process. Your future is created by the choices you make today, and every positive choice brings you closer to the life you want. The journey may not always be easy, but it is always worth it. Dreams become goals when action is added. Goals become achievements through persistence and effort. Success is not reserved for a select few. It is available to those who are willing to act, learn, grow, and continue moving forward. Believe you can do it. Take action today, and you are already one step closer to achieving it.